Hello folk, hi, Dee here at the proposed provision centre up here at the back of McDonald's. And as you can read here, an injunction has been taken out against this happening. And I'm going to let the councillor of the area speak to you and tell you what's happening. And I'm going to let him talk to you now. Hello, hiya Councillor Sutcliffe.
Hello, Dee.
You're the councillor for this area.
Yes.
For Dublin South Central.
Yes.
And can you give us a little rundown on who and what and when this was applied for?
Well,
it's at the back of McDonald's.
Okay, the back of McDonald's in Old Nace Road. The address is 3C City Link Business Park, which is okay. It's just behind McDonald's in Bluebell, currently used as a business premises. Now, they applied on the 24th of July to have to register for defenders with Dublin City Council to convert an existing office storage facility to use as temporary accommodation for international protection applicants. Now, when they applied, they've already been working on this. We're after going around the area, asking different people in the factories. This work has been going on without permission because the lads here, and they're willing to go forward and say, the business owners are willing to go forward and say they have to be working on this building well before they had the application in, which is illegal, right?
So they reckoned, when we were speaking to them, that it was between the end of January, early February, they started these works on this building.
That's correct. That's correct. They had equipment coming in here. There was foreign workers coming in and out all the time, well before the application went in.
Okay.
But that's not only that. This building itself is not fit for purpose for to put any people in here. Right? It's made of an office block. The last time we were here, we seen the beds, 2 and 3 beds going into each rooms. The rooms that are located right directly behind us, right? I don't know how they're going to make this viable for living. They're able to put these people up anywhere and everywhere, and there was no confrontation with the locals here or with the local people outside, right? The people that live right next up the road from me, that was brought to notice to me to come over here and have a look.
So some of the owner here we spoke to too said they would definitely object to it. They were not given any veto, were they?
No veto whatsoever. They weren't even given a letter. There was no confrontation with the people. The few people.
Consultation, was there not?
Consultation, no consultation here about people coming in here, especially illegal immigrants. They don't want them in here. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know nobody knows what's going to happen. And it's only less than 1.5 miles away from the local school here.
Yeah.
So we don't want anybody coming in here, unvetted people, unvetted illegals, coming into our locality. So
even though politicians are denying, like the likes of Simon Harris and others, and Michael Martin admitted that 85% are economic migrants coming from the UK, the majority fleeing from the UK because, as I interviewed some of them, the money is better here. But you hear Simon Harris saying there's no such thing as unvetted. We know there is. There's one man just been in court found with 27 different aliases. Do you remember that there only 2 weeks ago?
I heard it on... I heard it this morning on a podcast, and I've heard of it before. Same guys after being in trouble all over Europe. I don't know how he got into Ireland. Right?
Well, it's obvious because they're unvetted.
Yeah, he got into Ireland being unvetted because he's up for numerous assaults on women and numerous assaults and robberies in different locations.
And does that not prove that Simon Harris, the liar, saying that there's no unvetted entering Ireland and being paid here in Ireland?
Well, when can we believe a word from Simon Harris?
Never.
Look at that child that just recently died.
Harvey,
right? And the man is still in office, right? When he promised their parents that all of the children with scoliosis will have their operations, which never occurred. Right?
Yeah.
So it's so sad to lose one child.
And now he's so happy online to say that he's bringing people in from other countries for medical treatment.
Well, I didn't see that, but I believe what you said.
They've paid for dogs to come in for Ukrainians, and they've paid for their vet bills, the sick dogs, and for them to be kennelled for so long when they came to Ireland, but yet there wasn't enough money for Harvey and the likes of Harvey.
Correct. You couldn't be more correct.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad. It's very sad for the family.
Yeah.
And
so
we're
going
to keep bringing this child up because, right, unfortunately,
because it's in all our hearts.
It's in all our hearts, and we don't want to be bringing things up that's going to hurt the family.
Yeah.
But it's very bad that our government, our corrupt government, right, is still It's still telling us lies. Now, we talked in the council last night about housing and accommodation, and we talked. We ever since I got into council, like I feel a little bit useless because there's nothing actually getting done. We seem to be housing everybody else but our own, and the waiting lists go on and on and on. The Dublin City Council said they do not house migrants, right? But the people that the companies that they hire to house migrants, they're housing the migrants being hired by
in council houses.
In council houses and council accommodation.
And the council is denying this.
The council did deny.
And I have proof that they're lying.
Well, if you have proof, let it be known.
I showed you it.
Okay, so the thing is, if we keep bringing people in, flooding their country with migrants, illegal and legal migrants, when we haven't got a place to put our own children, and I've nothing against migrants coming into work, right? Illegal migrants especially have a big no-no for them,
yeah,
right? But people that come in, I know loads of migrants that have come into our country and work very, very well, taximen and all of these others, right, come in, but there is people coming into our country. They're bringing too many. We don't have the means. We don't have the facilities, and we don't have the school places, the hospital places. We just don't have them. And
but a lot of people that we've been speaking to said they're not just bringing people that's coming legally in here when we've already got a housing crisis, which has been declared, but they're also bringing criminals from every country and housing them in front of the people on the housing list. That's the big problem that the people of Ireland have.
Well, the people of all of our Ireland and in England and Scotland and Wales, right? They're going through they're all going through a bad patch. But we should be looking after our own first, especially the Irish people.
But we are going to get back to this. Yourself and other people have lodged an injunction here, and there it is. We're putting a copy up. Philip has just put this copy up here for the owner to see, because as you can hear, what Philip just said in the beginning, the people in here, in the factories in this estate here, has not been given notice of this being turned into an iPass centre. Now, as you can see here, we have the evidence there that the application was only made on the 27th of
the 24th of July.
The 24th of July, but yet the work has been going on here since the end of February, January, early February. So he has broke the law even before he applied for it to be. And he did tell people that were in here that he was going to do student accommodation in it, but then he changed it because the money is better to do an iPass centre.
Well, he did speak to people that we spoke here today and the other day when we
He didn't speak to them. They had a meeting with the estate, whatever you call it in here.
Yeah, well, the business park people were told seemingly, that's what we've been told, that they're going to use that as student accommodation, right? And that's probably why they were working on it early, right?
Yeah.
And because they didn't want any disturbance.
Yeah.
Because the people knew of the area that's an iPad centre coming right into the heart of Bluebell, right? And on the
Kylemore Road.
On Kylemore Road, right? And nobody wants us. Just in Bluebell there we have accommodation there, people accommodation. Nobody wants an iPad centre put up right outside our doors.
And children's schools.
And especially for children at school. We just have to look around the country.
So Philip,
now
that we've put up the sign here, let's take a little walk down here, because we couldn't get the sign onto the hoarding here that's around it because of the gates. But this is it here, people, and I'm going to walk out. Now you stay there, councillor, and I just walk out here and just show the people the size of this building. Look at the size of it. This is where they want the house. God knows how many hundred. But we do know all the ground floor is full of beds. That we do know. There's lights on in it. Is there people sleeping in it? We are told there is, but we don't know that for sure, and we can't confirm that. But upstairs, there's so many rooms and all upstairs getting done. There's quite a lot of people being planned and being put in here. And there is works going on it. And this is it here. This is the building. I'm going to show you as far as I can. This is the building here, and they have the cameras inside of it for any trespassers coming in, which we've no intention of trespassing. But they've no problem trespassing on their lives, on their children's lives here in this community. And Councillor Sutcliffe, would you have anything to say to the people of the community before we over and out?
Yes, I would. Get the
building behind you.
Get on to your local councillors, get on to your TDs, get on to everyone in the government, send them an email, send them a letter, phone them up, if you're unhappy, if you're happy with it, you don't have to say anything. But we don't have enough facilities for our own people here, right? So why would you put a melting pot of probably, we don't know how many people are going to go in here, 500, 600, 700 people, I don't know. And mostly they're going to be men like everywhere else. Like there's no families coming in here. It's mostly military age men coming in here. We don't know what they're going to be up to. What are they going to do all day? I pity the factories around here that are for these people to come in, because it mightn't be a nice place.
Councillor, I'd like to ask you something for the people of the area, the residents of the area that live here, that have young children going to school. If any of them have a very, very strong objection and they would like to attend a court case to show their objection, would they be welcome to do that?
Of course, if there's room in the court, of course, they can give us support. You can go online, give Dee support, give myself support, right? Councillor Slutlip, Dublin City Council.ie. Just we need support. We always need support, right? And I don't think anybody will go against what we're trying to do. We don't want people coming into a factory. I don't know what type of
office block.
An office block, right? Being turned into it's not even suitable
living accommodation
for student accommodation. Not even suitable for that. But I know people will agree here that they don't want 600-700 men roaming around the streets of Bluebell, Crumlin, Drimmen and Walkinstown, right? Have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because what would they do?
So we've already got a provision centre over here, just at beside that building over there. Now that block of flats has been empty for at least 2.5 years because he went what I've been told is 2 floors too high. Now the hotel is just in front of that, the Kylemore Hotel. I don't know what it's called now. And that is full of all different nationalities in that hotel. The whole hotel is full of them. So what we need to do is, people, we can't be every single corner be inundated here, and the facilities and the resources around the area is already to max as it is, because that hotel is full of non-nationals and it's full of illegal migrants, 100%. So what I'd like to ask everybody to come here and support Councillor Sutcliffe in this is, if you have a very, very strong objection, would you please get in touch with Councillor and tell him that you want to be part of the injunction to stop this happening in your area, because you want to keep your community safe and your children safe. And I'd like to say from Philip, over and out.
Thank you very
And from
much.
Dee, for the moment, over and out, from here in Old Nace Road, outside the intended provision centre.